Dying with dignity. It sounds like an ending. But for me, it's also a beginning. I am a quiet soul, an introverted, parentified, firstborn daughter, a lifelong healer. And this is not just my story. It is the story of thousands of quiet healers, born toxic in a toxic world, carrying others so they could survive. For us, dignity is not about surrender. It's about choice. It's about peace. I was born into a heavy toxic womb. At 6 months, my tonsils were removed. By age 2, antibiotics had already destroyed my microbiome. From there came fainting, watery bleeding stools, vomiting blood. Even something as simple as green tea with lemon or apple cider vinegar could send me into crisis. I didn't know it then, but my immune system was compromised from birth. Invisible illnesses layered over me like bricks, sick building syndrome and mold toxicity, mast cell activation and histamine overload, gut-brain chaos, IBS, SIBO, gastroparesis, diverticulitis, trauma, narcissistic abuse, and CPTSD from childhood sexual trauma. Over 40 barriers to health, and yet none of them ever showed up on standard blood tests. Doctors told me I was fine, but my body told me otherwise. We go to doctors for answers, but when you've spent 8 hours a day studying your own suffering, you often know more than they do. Most doctors receive only 2 days of nutrition training. Personal trainers get more. And yet we, the quiet patients, the self-taught healers, are dismissed, misdiagnosed, and denied disability. I've bled internally since 2013. I've choked in my sleep. In 2024, after lifting a 50-pound kettlebell in a moldy home, my muscles gave out. I needed a cane. I could no longer swallow. My nervous system collapsed. And still, no test could explain why. Imagine living in a body that collapses daily, and being told by experts that nothing is wrong. I always cared about what I put into my body. If it was a fun food, I'd take one bite and spit it out, because my body knew it had no value. If I swallowed, I would bleed or suffer for days. In the 1980s, sugar companies were bought by tobacco companies, addiction disguised as food. But we can stop. We can choose nourishment over addiction, responsibility over blame. I choose healing foods. I choose healing thoughts. I choose healing silence. I choose Mother Nature. I always choose love. And now I choose to die with dignity, not because I've given up, but because I finally found peace. Since 2016, I've lived off my savings. Some months we barely afford $100 of food. We need supplements to heal. We need 25 to 30 plant fibers each week. We need landlords to remediate mold instead of hiding it. I once overheard housing workers whisper they were forbidden to even say the word mold. How many lives are being quietly destroyed by silence? I share this not for sympathy, but for recognition. I see you. I see the one who spit out the bite that would hurt, the one who chose healing over convenience, the one who knows that IBS and mental anguish are not imagined. They are inflammation, trauma, and truth. My birth age is 59. My soul age is 41. And now, from this place of hard-won peace, a c-ptsd peace I guard fiercely, I am choosing to end my journey with the same dignity and intention with which I tried to live it. Not as a burden, but as a final conscious act of self-care and sovereignty. This is the peace I have found. This is the dignity I claim. Dying with dignity because I spent my life refusing to be a burden, born toxic in a toxic world, choosing to die nourished, whole, and at peace. Food was always my medicine. Peace is my final prescription. Thank you for seeing me. And to every quiet healer who lived unseen, this is our peace.
This is Mama Lovey D, once poop shy, now poop wise, reminding you healing starts at the roots. So be a good soul to your soul. Kick those toxic shoes and sink your toes into the earth, and let's grow stronger together. Until next time, stay grounded, my friends. You are love. You are peace. Protect your PTSD peace in all ways.